Today's Lincoln Live is brought to you by Gahanna Wendy's. Live from Gahanna Lincoln's TV studio, this is Lincoln Live. With Ava Miller and Ethan LaCrosse. You're watching Lincoln Live.
What's up, Lincoln? I'm Ava Miller.
And I'm Ethan LaCrosse. Did you ever take a language, Ava?
Well, Ethan, not to brag, but I did take Chinese for 8 years.
Nice. Did they ever teach you how to say, Ethan is everyone's favorite Lincoln Live anchor?
No, I don't think we learned that one, Ethan. Did you ever take a language?
Yeah, I took Spanish up until last year. Shout out Senor Thomas and Senor Ingo.
Well, speaking of languages, the World Language Honor Societies are in growing numbers after last night's induction ceremony.
Yesterday, members of the Chinese, Spanish, German, French, and ASL Honor Societies came together to welcome the new inductees for this year.
There are performances and food in celebration of the new students being inducted.
We talked with Vice President of Spanish Honor Society, Valeria Roca, to get the insight of this new exciting night.
It was an honor to represent the Spanish Honor Society. We had a successful night. We are excited for everything that's coming this year. All the new members of the World Languages Honor Societies came together and we celebrated their achievements.
NHS and DECA are teaming up to kick off a school-wide PopTab collection drive in honor of longtime teacher and mentor Mr. Tom Mayer, known for his generosity and his love of Diet Coke. They are collecting for Ronald McDonald House Charities, which recycles the pop tabs to help pay utility bills for families staying there during their children's medical care. When we move into the new school, collection houses will be in every classroom, but you can start saving your pop tabs now to help families in need and continue Mr. Mayer's legacy.
Elite Club is dedicated to helping students deepen their understanding of African American history and culture. During yesterday's meeting, members learned a traditional dance as a way to connect more personally with cultural expression. They also explored topics like building generational wealth and breaking the cycle of poverty in America. They also talked about the value of inclusivity, highlighting that our differences are something to embrace. Here's Elite Club President Elijah Eaton with more.
Today in Elite Club, we line danced and we talked about family generational wealth and how you're able to break the cycle of being poor and black in America. We also talked about what makes you special in your own way, and I think just mental health and making sure that everybody is included is very important in my club.
Every fall, seniors work tirelessly to complete their college applications. Juniors visit universities, and teachers write recommendation letters.
College is a pivotal part of many people's lives, but not everyone chooses to go. While others are looking ahead to a new life at university, our Ava Fabrizio has the story of those who are taking a different path. Here it is.
From the first day of high school, there's a certain expectation.
Oh, you haven't started paying scholarship yet?
College. For most, it's a reliable and exciting path, but it's not for everyone.
Usually there's a stigma about not going to college, and people expect you to go to college, but I don't think that's what you have to do. You're able to not go to college and still be successful as if you went. I'm going to trade school to be an electrician, and when I tell people, they're really supportive about it, and I don't feel that stigma about telling them I'm not going to college.
There are many different accommodations for students hoping to go to college. Now, the district is stepping in to help those who have other plans.
As school counselors, one of the most important parts of our job is helping students figure out next steps. For some students, that may be a four-year college, but we also think it's important to look at trades. Oftentimes, our students are taking a gap year to work and save some money and figure out their next steps. We can use school links to do some of that career exploration, but we're also really happy to have those conversations anytime so that every student can figure out the best next step for them.
College can lead students on a new career path, but depending on your goals and other factors, may not be necessary. Some students may choose to pursue a trade, or some may go straight into the workforce to cover the cost of going to college. Whether you choose university, trade school, the workforce, or you just want to wing it, resources are always close by. This is Ava Fabrizio for Lincoln Live.
We are joined today by our very own Matthew Leesburg today with some more news.
What's up, Cheeseburg?
Hey guys. Into the Woods just closed this past weekend, but the theater department is already planning for the spring musical Grease. Audition dates are as follows. Tuesday, January 20th are vocal auditions. Dance auditions will take place Wednesday, January 21st, and callbacks will be Friday, January 23rd. As it gets closer, be sure to check the audition information Google Classroom for more details. Today, immediately after school in the cafeteria, there will be an informational meeting for anyone interested in joining the Gahanna Lincoln girls track team in the spring. This meeting is for athletes only and will last until around 4:10. Again, if you are interested in joining girls track, make sure to attend this important meeting after school. The American Legion, Buckeye Boys, and Buckeye Girls State is a one-week program with hands-on experience of Ohio's government. With over 600 seniors across the state of Ohio in attendance, last night the Legion held a celebration for Gahanna students who attended this past summer. Delegates met with members of the local American Legion and received certificates recognizing their time at Boys and Girls State. We spoke with Emily Basinger to learn more about this experience.
At Girls State, it was such a good experience. I was part of city council, so I got to interact with all the people in my city. We did a lot for the mayor, which was a very big help for the counselor. So we kind of helped both of them out at the same time. I made a lot of friends. Some I still interact with now. I actually go visit one who lives in Bowling Green. So I visit her all the time. So it's such a good experience. I would recommend it to anyone, and I still have memories I think about today.
That's all I have today. Sending it back to Ava and Ethan at the news desk.
Thanks, Meatball. Students in Mrs. Lawson's black and white film photography class are actively learning every day. This morning, students worked on making contact sheets and enlargements for their current project. They first have to develop the photos before cutting the film and taking it into the large room to enlarge. This class gives students the opportunity to learn how to work in a traditional wet, dark room, as many photographers are returning to prints despite the rise of digital media because of its aesthetic. We spoke with Carson Richard and Ulysses De La Paz to discuss their experience in film photography.
Today we're enlarging the pictures that we took over the weekend and also making contact sheets with them. We get the contact sheets so we could see what pictures are good.
Last class I rolled my film, and now I'm going to go into the dark room and start to develop my film so I can turn it in for my project.
Every year, the Gahanna Lincoln Art Department selects a handful of pieces that capture creativity, talent, and emotion. For the students whose work is chosen, it's more than a grade, it's a moment of recognition, a reminder that their hard work and passion matter. Here's Mr. Scanlon explaining these pieces of art.
So the artwork hanging up right now is done by some Painting One students, and we did a project that was called Beyond the Border. So we started with a watercolor painting, and we played around with the idea of realistic versus geometric, and that would be play on the idea of juxtaposition. So how does one two-dimensional thing contrast with a three-dimensional thing? So they got to pick whatever object they wanted, and then from there they pick the shape to put behind it, and then they cut it out, and that object went beyond the border.
Well, that's all we have for today.
We'll be back tomorrow to finish out the week.
Have a great day, Lincoln.
Bye.